Hey guys, I've been meaning to do a little bit more vlogging, but I've been slacking a little bit and somebody had asked me to do something like this, so that was just a little kick that I needed to get back in gear. So today my day consists of, obviously I haven't gotten ready yet, I haven't put my face on quite yet, but I need to do makeup lessons at about 12:30 right now. It's like really early in the morning, so I have plenty of time to like plan and clean and do all that. Typically I do makeup lessons on Mondays and Fridays, but I don't always do them on those days. Like if somebody only has like a Tuesday off, then I can usually make accommodations, but I try to keep it on the same days of the week. And so today, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I am doing it at home in my little makeup room area. This is where I do most of my work. Well, actually, I travel for most of my work, but if somebody wants to come to me for whatever reason, if it's more convenient, then this is what I do. But I usually don't travel for the lessons. I actually never have. I always just do them here. And so, yeah, I'm going to put on my face and then I'll come back and just kind of walk you through my day, basically. I just thought about this, but you might actually be wondering like what the classes consist of. And I basically do one-on-one because it's kind of hard to get two people who are on the same schedule who want to have makeup lessons at the same time. So it's kind of better that way. So it's one-on-one, and I try to divide it into 2 to 4 sessions. It depends on the person and how quickly they're learning and picking up on things and just how much like they want to know. And so it's not like I divide it into eyes, lips, face, or anything like that. I try to divide it into like a tell, show, do type of situation. And anyone who's recently come out of school knows what this means. So I'll start by explaining a lot of things. And then like maybe the next time around, I'll start showing how to actually do it on their face. And then the third one is letting them do it themselves and like just going through and saying like, okay, you could be maybe doing this a little bit differently or try to do it this way or that way, just because I feel like it's the most successful when it's done that way. And like I said, if you've recently been in school, then you know that this is kind of how things are done if you're like a teacher also. So yeah, so the first session usually consists of, and that's what today is going to be. I will just kind of go over like prepping skin, just the basics, cleansing, moisturizing, priming like skin type. I will go over all the tools that are needed for like every single occasion, like brushes, natural brushes, synthetic brushes, what they're used for. Like, you know, synthetic brushes are more for like creams, whereas the natural brushes are used more for powders and the different shapes and things like that. And I probably won't be going straight into eyeliner and false lashes during the first session. Like I really need to talk about how to take care of the skin, prepping the skin, and just the very basics. And then the second and third session, we can move on to more of the advanced things. And if it's somebody who kind of knows a lot already, which doesn't happen very often, then we can move a little bit faster. Like we can get it done in maybe 2 or 3 sessions. So in case you're wondering like what makeup lessons kind of look like, then that's basically the gist of it. And I was supposed to be getting myself ready, but I have a hard time concentrating on talking and doing at the same time, so that's kind of a problem. But I was going to say something. Yeah, can't think of what I was going to say right. Oh yeah, I was going to say that usually when I have somebody over, or if I'm going out on the job, I always like to have my full face of makeup done. The reason why I do that is because I'm an example. Like if people look at me and see that my face looks unfinished or sloppy or undone, or my hair is like a big bird's nest, then the person maybe won't trust me as much. And I think I've mentioned this before, but my first ever makeup job where I was traveling to somebody's house for a trial, my face was not done because that particular morning I didn't really have a lot of time, so I just did the basics. I did my eyebrows kind of sloppily, and I also I was just missing eye makeup. I think I had just like mascara, maybe concealer, maybe not, I don't know, but it just didn't really look very put together. My hair was just kind of thrown back. I was in a rush that morning, and so I went to the client's house, and I was like going through everything with them, and I wasn't very confident because this was obviously my first time going to somebody's house and doing this, but my hands are a little bit shaky, and the person decided to hire somebody else, and I think that they wanted a cheaper price. They wanted somebody who was going to like do hair and makeup for like a really, really low price, and I couldn't do that. So it may have had something to do with the money, but maybe if I looked a little bit more professional, then maybe she would have felt more confident about hiring me versus the other person. So that's kind of how my first on-the-job makeup trial experience went. So yeah. From this point forward, I always try to make sure I have enough time to fully get myself ready before I do anything with anybody else, and that's the reason why. So as you can see, I finished my makeup, and I was just about to say I'm not at home. Obviously, I'm in my car, and I stopped at Walgreens because I realized that I don't have any nude lip liner or nude lipstick or nude lip anything, which I think is really important. I'm not sure exactly how old the woman is who's coming over today, but I think that it's important to have nude because that's a color that most people prefer. And not only that, I mean, I kind of need it for my collection anyways, especially if I'm doing makeup for other people. Can't believe I've gone this many weeks without having my nude lipstick. I know I have it somewhere, but I don't know, it seems to be gone for the last couple weeks, so I just think it's important to have one. I'm gonna go get one, and I will be back. Alright, I'm back. So the woman who was getting the lessons had already come and gone. She was here from 12:30 to 2. Unfortunately, I didn't get a before or an after picture because I feel like we spent so much time talking about everything that like taking pictures is like the last thing on my mind for some reason. And I know it's stupid, but we just ended up going with like a very neutral matte eye, and it looked really, really good afterwards. And the lip color that I decided to go with was the nude that I got from Walgreens, and it was by Jordana, and it's like those lip crayons, the kind that you twist up, and I know that the number was 08, and it looked really, really pretty, and it was moisturizing. It was sheer, but at the same time it was like pigmented enough to actually give some color, and so it looked really, really good. And so later on today, you can see my froyo in the background. So later on today, I'm going to have somebody come over for a bridal trial. So if I can, I will get a before and after picture just to insert something in here so you can see something that I've done, because it's kind of boring just listening to me talk. So I will let you know how that goes too. It's raining today and my hair is just not happy. I hate how my bangs are right now. They're at like this awkward growing phase where they're not like short bangs like I usually have or used to have, and they're not long enough to like have them go the way I want to go, so they just kind of like do this stupid thing, especially when it rains out. It's horrible. But yeah, I haven't done anything yet. I'm still waiting for my 4:30 to come, and so what I'm expecting to do today is a hair and makeup trial. And so what I expect at a trial is to do the hair and makeup exactly the way that the bride would want to look on their wedding day. And I usually give them a contract to go home with and look over and, you know, make check marks and kind of like look through the prices and everything and mail a deposit back with the contract if they, you know, choose to sign with me. And I'll also follow up with a before and after picture. So I like to take their picture before and after the makeup, because like let's say I do the makeup and they're like, I like it, but I think I want to have like a thinner eyeliner line, or like let's say I like it, but maybe the eyelashes are a little too long, maybe we'll use shorter eyelashes next time. So like I like to send them back a before and after picture so I can go through and say, okay, here's what we did today, and I know that we talked about this, this, and this, and this is what we're going to be doing differently on the day of your wedding. Just so it makes them feel more confident in your abilities, like you know what you're doing. If I kind of like follow up that way, I think that my clients have been like really impressed with the way that I do things, so I just continue to do what works for me. And it really, helps them become more confident in your ability as a makeup artist. Like, okay, I didn't really like how she did my eyeliner, but she knows that it needs to be different in this way. And I don't know if that makes sense, but hopefully you get where I'm going here. So this particular woman has glasses, and she is planning on wearing her glasses the day of her wedding. So makeup for glasses is just a little bit different than ordinary makeup. I wear glasses every so often, but usually during the daytime I just wear contacts. But I do know that when you are wearing glasses, especially on the day that you're getting married, there are certain things that have to be done differently. For example, I think that it's important that if the eyebrows are showing, that the eyebrows are very neat and defined. Maybe not as defined as my eyebrows, but I do think that it always looks better when they're neater. So those need to be perfect, and I think that it's also important for the eyeshadow to look very clean. Like, you definitely don't want to go for like a grungy, smoky eye or anything like that. I think it looks best with like bright eyeshadows, maybe like something soft and natural, but at the same time very clean. So like a light eyeshadow and then a crease color, not like too much going on the eyes, and then a very defined eyeliner line depending on how old they are, because usually when women are a little older, the eyelids tend to get a little bit wrinkly, so having a sharp eyeliner line doesn't necessarily look as good on that kind of eye. But if it's somebody younger and they can get away with having a nice eyeliner line, then I'll do it that way. And I'll usually leave the bottom lash line with little to no makeup on it, just because I think that just looks better with glasses. And the main focus is going to be on the skin and the lips versus the eyes, because the eyes are kind of hiding behind the glasses. You just definitely still want to do something with the eyes, but no false eyelashes, or else they'll touch the frames, and just little things that are different. And so I'll have to play up the skin and the cheeks and the lips, because that's what's going to be the most visible. So hopefully it will be okay with this person for me to show their before and after picture in this YouTube video. If not, then I'm sorry, but I did my cousin's makeup, and I know that she'll be fine with me showing her before and after picture, so at least you'll get to see something. If nobody agrees to let me put their photos in this particular video, then that way you'll get to see something, because I always like to see other makeup artists work, like their before and after pictures. I just think it's so cool, so I'll definitely put something at the end of this video. Hopefully this video isn't like really long and annoying for me talking so much, so I'm gonna cut it short here, and I'll get back to you when after I've already seen my client. Alright, she did say it was okay to use the photo, so here she is. Hey guys, so clearly I gave up on this video last night because it is the morning now, and I know that you saw the picture of the bride-to-be, and everything went really, really well. She liked her makeup a lot. The only thing we need to do is make some adjustments with the hair, which is fine. But I always love it when somebody looks in the mirror and is just happy with their makeup, which happens most of the time, but you know, every once in a while I'll get like I don't can we change this or that? And sometimes things are hard to change. Sometimes it's easy, but luckily everything went really great last night. So yeah, I think I want to grow out my bangs for the purpose of doing victory rolls, because I've been really liking those lately, but I can never do them on myself because my bangs are like really short. So if I were to try to get them into a roll, like it just wouldn't work. So I know I was talking about my bangs yesterday, but that was the reason why. And yeah, so I think I'm just gonna quickly end this video because I think we're done here. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Other things I've mentioned that I forgot to show you. Here's the lip gloss. And here is my cousin.